So I am trying something new on my channel. I want this to be kind of like a one take chatty time with you, almost like a podcast format. I had some time today. I haven't been filming long videos on my channel just because I felt like in the season of life I'm in, I don't have a lot of time for that. But today I have a little extra time and I thought it'd be fun just to do a one take video. I think what always would stress me out with making videos was the editing part. So this is gonna be unedited, raw. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I actually post it. It went okay if I actually posted it. But please do something while you're listening to this because it might be a little bit longer. We'll see how long we go. 15 minutes. Probably not 30, that's long, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be especially chatty today. I want to update you on what I've been up to lately, kind of talk to you about how my channel has changed and why it has changed, and just I want to update you on my no-buy. I made a little list of things to talk about, how my no-buy is going, because I'm over halfway done for my 3-month no-buy of basically clothes, makeup, home decor, like the extra things. I'm not buying those for 3 months. We're gonna share it all. But first, I wanted to address something about my channel, especially if you've been subscribed for, quite a while. I mean, I've had this channel for I don't know how many years, 6 years, more than that, maybe. And it's gone through its changes, but if you've noticed recently, if you've been watching my YouTube shorts, really that's mostly all that I'm posting. I'm not really posting these long form videos that often, but I've been doing a lot more fashion style content. And inside I've had some guilt a little bit about not posting as much about kind of my Christian based content. I was sharing about my single mom lifestyle. Not really lifestyle videos, but single mom encouragement videos. I was sharing about homeschooling. I even made some videos in the past about culture and things like that. And when I kind of took a step away from my channel, I realized, I was making videos every week and it was just a lot of effort, a lot of work. Like I told you, I don't really love the editing process, but also I realized that I needed something when it came to my channel that I think I realized as I started making these more fashion content, YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, I needed something that was a little bit more of a hobby or a way of just to express my creativity in a fun way. And because my life is so busy, so full as a single mom, a homeschooling mom, working part-time, I just needed a fun outlet, if that makes sense. And I think when I was doing kind of more of the serious videos that were very me opening up and sharing my heart, it felt very heavy sometimes. And I put a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. If I was sharing a Christian advice video, do I really believe these things? Am I living this way? I just wanted to make sure I was being sincere and honest, and with sharing those sometimes more serious videos, sometimes especially the cultural videos, I would sometimes get backlash, especially on one video I did about a cultural but also spiritual issue. It was those two things combined. And that really hit me hard, when I would get negative criticism, especially on this one video I did. It was on homosexuality that I did. And I stand by what I said in that video, but it really hit me hard and affected me emotionally dealing with the negative backlash. And I just think for this season of life, and where I'm at right now, I needed to be able to make videos that didn't feel so heavy, if that makes sense. And I'm still pursuing following the Lord, but also I felt some things in my life I wanted to be a little bit more private. And when I have had ideas of sharing something maybe a little bit more serious, I felt no, I never got around to posting it because it just felt more personal. And I think I've just felt more private lately. I hope that makes sense, that I'm coming out the right way. I love, I'd rather have those serious conversations just at this point in my life in person than I would on the internet. And I'm sure I'll have times where I will share things about, my single mom journey in the future. But for this season, right now, that's being able to share just the fashion and the style content feels more just as a fun outlet. And I want to be open to the Lord's leading if he changes me to be able, if he leads me to share more. But that's just where I'm at. Sorry, I'm kind of meandering on, but I wanted to share that up front. And I will share just like what I'm doing for my quiet time in this video. And maybe if I make more videos like this, I'll feel like I have a little bit more time to open up. But I just hope that makes sense. And I like internally, I'm like, I hope I'm not letting anybody down. I hope I'm using my platform to the glory of the Lord. But when you think about it, like even the Apostle Paul, he was a tent maker. Like he had to have a job. Like his whole life wasn't just preaching the gospel. And I do feel like we can do everything unto the glory of the Lord, and God gives us gifts. And I do feel like I've always loved fashion. I've always loved style. So how can I do that unto the glory of the Lord? And I do hope my love for the Lord does shine through, just with trying to be practical and approachable with style, like coming at it from the perspective of like, I don't have very much money at all, but I still try to dress cute. Like I hope it's relatable in that sense and encouraging, and doesn't make you feel like, you know, you have to have a ton of money to be able to dress nice. And so yeah, I do hope that I can shine a light even in sharing about style, because God gives us passions and gifts for a reason. So how can we use it for the glory of the Lord? And I think I'm just still trying to figure that out. And I think in the future, God's going to use my single mom story in some way. But maybe this is just not the right season with just everything how busy I am and everything I have going on, and just needing kind of like an outlet, a fun outlet. And part of that is like just preserving my mental health by having a fun outlet. So now that I have talked about that part, let's move on to something fun. How's my no buy doing? So I started this no buy in the end of January, and I go till the end of April. And I decided to do 3 months because I thought, you know, by the end of April, the weather's gonna start to be changing, and I'm probably gonna want to get some spring clothes. And so I'm about halfway done. Yes, I counted up the days because I'm like, this is hard. Like how much more time do I have left of this? I have been learning that when I've done 1 month of a no buy in the past, that wasn't enough for me to be really like introspective and thinking about like my buying habits and my wardrobe and what do I like and what I don't like. And I feel like this amount of time is giving me more time to kind of process through those things and to learn to be okay with not buying new things, because I was going to the thrift store very regular, like once a week. Sometimes I'd go twice a week. And part of the reason for me doing the no buy was I felt like shopping and wanting clothes became an idol in my life, and you know, somewhat of a barrier in my relationship with the Lord. So I was like, you know, I'm going to do this 3 months. And I was inspired by some other people I followed on social media, seeing them do no buys, and like, oh, I should try this. Like, this looks cool. This looks fun, like a challenge. And so in that way, like, it's been a fun challenge for me. It's been a growing process. And in that way, it's like exciting because it's something I'm working towards and challenging myself with. So I've been I've gotten rid of a few clothes, which I'm like always getting rid of things. I'm not the type to keep things around for too long if I don't wear them usually. Like I like to get rid of things. My kids will say that I like to get rid of things maybe too much sometimes. But that's been really good. And I've been working through this capsule wardrobe worksheet that I got from somebody from a blog that I follow online. And I just started working through that this weekend. After I go through it, maybe I'll share it with you guys. Do you want me to share it with you guys in a video? So that's been good. Just really digging into like, what is my style? What do I aspire to? And I've been learning that sometimes me thrifting items, I think, has been holding back like the true style that I have wanted. Like I was telling my friend recently, it's like all the jeans I have right now, I don't love any of them. And so I think I need to buy a brand new pair of jeans that I like, because I've been getting jeans secondhand, but I've been like switching them out as I found a new pair that was like a little bit better. And I'd really love to get like a few pairs of jeans. I don't wear jeans a lot, but like 1 or 2 pairs of jeans that I really like, and they're probably gonna have to be brand new. And sometimes I feel guilty with being on such a low income, low budget, buying something brand new when I'm like, but I could get it for $2. But then I'm changing things out, you know, the effort of taking things back to the thrift store, I'm getting rid of this again, like, and if I could just settle on buying 1 or 2 pairs of brand new things, jeans, then that would be really helpful. So I think it's kind of funny because thrifting is so environmentally friendly, but sometimes I don't think it always works the best if it's creating extra work in our as busy moms to be trading things out a lot or feeling unsatisfied with something because like it was $2 but it's not quite what I like, as opposed to taking a little more time, effort, and money to buy something we really like that we keep for years and years on end. And I love those pieces that I have that I've kept for years and years on end. Some of those pieces are thrifted items. Like I have this gray long coat I thrifted a number of years ago and I absolutely love it, and I will keep that thing until it dies. But sometimes you just can't find things at the thrift store, and I think buying brand new might be the way to go. So just saving, delegating money for that and being okay and me not feeling guilty about getting something brand new. So next thing I want to talk about is another thing I've been doing, and this is like a newer thing. Well, I've been on a constant like health journey of trying to get into exercising regularly. But the eating healthy part has been the even bigger challenge than exercising. And when I say that, let me tell you, exercising has been a huge challenge. Eating is like even harder than that. But I've been realizing, like, I've been saying this for a while and I'm like, I need to just act on it. I need to follow through with this that I really want to do. And that's I feel silly saying this because I am a naturally thin person, but where I wear my extra weight is in my stomach area. And I've always been kind of like insecure about that. And I know as I get older, like I'm 36 now, it's just going to continue to be more of a struggle. So I'm making a concerted effort I kind of made a goal that I wanted to lose 5 pounds, but I think it's more than that. I think it's about getting toned. And yes, like losing a little, like 5 pounds would be nice, getting back to about my like pre-baby weight, but also just getting toned. So the combination of trying to exercise regularly and eating better. And when I say eating better, I made it through my first week of trying to do like an 80-20 kind of rule for myself, where 5 days a week I try to be pretty strict with what I eat. And I guess pretty strict is relative because whenever we talk about healthy eating, people have different ideas, I feel like, of exactly what that means. But for me, okay, it's healthier. And then on the weekends, having a little bit more fun with what I eat, or, special occasions. St. Patrick's Day is on Monday. So I know I'm going to have a dessert on St. Patrick's Day with the kids. So for me, what that looks like is during the week, I'm trying to limit or not really have things like chips. Those are my weakness. My 2 weaknesses are chips and desserts, especially cookies. I love cookies. Let me know in the comments like what your food weakness is. For me, it's chips and cookies probably. That when I think about it, yeah, cookies are like, I like cake, but I guess cookies are something I have more often than cake. So trying to cut down on my desserts and not really have any during the week, and then on the weekends letting myself have those things a little bit more. So when I did this week have something that was like a little bit more sweeter, it was like I had for lunch one day, I had cut up strawberries with this coconut like Cool Whip thing. It's not the Cool Whip brand, but like a coconut Cool Whip on top, and that was like a treat, but it's like barely any sugar. And then sometimes I love making, you guys know I love tea. I absolutely love tea. And so like if I make myself, one day I made myself, well, this isn't tea, but I really like cacao powder with stevia drops with a non-dairy milk, put it in my milk frother thing, and that's like a really yummy treat too. But again, it's like no sugar. So those are gonna kind of be I keep saying there we go, are going to kind of be my treat during the week. And then like for lunch a couple days, this is something I really like that's so easy to eat, is I'll get like a bag salad, like the kale bag salad that has the pumpkin seeds and the like cranberries, you know what I'm talking about. And then I will get chicken tenders, gluten-free chicken tenders, put them in my air fryer, cut them up with the little kitchen shears and put that on and have it like as a salad, and that's a really yummy salad. I know it's not the healthiest, but for me, that's a step up than some things. So I've been having that a couple days a week. we had this really yummy I'm all about easy too in this season. Like, I don't want to spend hours on end in the kitchen fixing meals. On the shopping app that I use to get groceries delivered to my house, which I absolutely love getting groceries delivered to my house, they had a recipe ID. I think it's a new feature. And then right below it, it showed like the items that you could buy to make that recipe. And this was called like pork carnitas or something like that. And it was kind of like a bowl with like rice, guacamole, corn, black beans, and this like pork carnitas thing. And the pork carnitas, which I know are not the healthiest. I don't know how often I'll be buying these, but it was like prepackaged, and all you had to do was like heat it up in the microwave or heat it up on the stove, and then have it with the rice, the corn, the guacamole, like all those things. And we had that for dinner one night, and it was so yummy. Oh, we added some cilantro, love some cilantro. And it's so nice that my son loves cilantro because it's fun. We can enjoy that together. He loves the rice from Chipotle that has the cilantro on it. And so, yeah, he enjoyed that. So that meal was super fun. And I think I'll have that again, but maybe next time I will try to make my own protein to make it a little bit more healthier, like some chicken or beef or something in that bowl. But that was like a delish meal with the guacamole. I love corn. I love black beans, rice. Yeah, yummy. And I feel like that's pretty healthy. So those kind of like more, I don't want to give up. Okay, so let me know if you feel this way too. Sometimes I will get cookbooks from like the library. I haven't in a while, and I'll be looking through recipes. And if they're all like dinner meals that are overly healthy, like I'm like, this doesn't even look good. Like, I don't want to make this. This does not sound good. I want things that are healthy but feel like a comfort food still. So is there a way we can combine the two, you know? A little bit of delish, a little bit of healthy, put it together. So yeah, I'm trying to eat better. One thing I've been considering buying, and please let me know if you have one. Let me know if you have one. My phone battery is telling me I'm at 10%, so this may be a shorter video than what I all wanted to share. Actually, no, I'm getting through this, so yay. I've been wanting to get a walking pad treadmill, just the small walking pad, so I can watch TV and walk. If you have one, let me know. Do you use it regularly? Do you like it? What brand do you have? I've been looking at one that like folds up in half because my apartment is so small. I don't want it to take up too much space. I could never have a huge treadmill. Those things are ginormous and I don't have the space for that. By the way, we're keeping it real here in my house. Did you see that? Right over there, that mess. So I brought in my glass outdoor table for the kids to be able to do like puzzles on. Well, now it's become like the Lego table, so there's a ton of Legos on there. But yeah, we're keeping it real, mom life here. And it's nice, it's fun for them to be able to do their Legos out there. Okay, last thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is another thing I've been working on, and that has been doing something new with my Bible reading. So I have never done the read your Bible through in a year plan before. I've read through the Bible a couple times, but I've never read it through in a year because I've always felt like one that seemed like reading like number of chapters a day seemed like a lot, but also I felt like the Bible is there's so much in it that I didn't want to breeze through things. I wanted to be able to take it slow and be able to dwell on something like if I didn't understand it or, you know, I just didn't want to rush through it. But I've never done this before, and so I kind of want to see what's it all cracked up to be. So this year I've decided to try reading through the Bible in a year. So far it's been interesting. I thought, you know, maybe I'm going to get like a streamlined kind of overview of the Bible by doing it this quickly. And so that's what I've been doing. Have you read through the Bible in the year? How did it go? I'm not really doing a Bible reading plan per se, but I try to read about 3 or 4 chapters a day. And if I skip a day and I do like 1 chapter that day, then it's okay because I keep checking online. I'll go and check online at like Bible reading plans and go, okay, am I on track? Okay, good. And then I go back to how I'm doing it, and it's working out fine with me interspersing sometimes a shorter day with a longer day. And my legs are hurting. Okay, last thing I forgot to tell you guys. Does it look like my hair is very greasy? I don't think you can see it in this light. Let me move my curtain. I don't know. I guess you can't totally tell, but I have currently in my hair tea tree oil. It's not just straight tea tree oil. It's like a combo of different, like, I think it has jojoba oil, Is that how you say it? Maybe some castor oil, I don't know. It's a combo oil, but with tea tree in it, and it's mainly for your scalp, but I kind of put it through mostly all of my hair, and I just thought I'll wear it up today, let it sit in my scalp, and then I'll wash it out later today. So that's what's going on with the slicked back look today. Yeah, I thought it would just be good. I feel like with my grays coming in, they seem more fragile, and I have had like more hair loss, I feel like, lately. So I'm putting this in my hair, giving my scalp and hopefully my hair some TLC. I think it's close for me to have another haircut time. You know, I've been growing out my grays, so I only have done one like big chop, but I'm going to keep cutting it short until all of my colored ends have grown out. And so my hair is probably about like right here now, and I'm ready to get a couple inches off again. I know I look better with longer hair. Like I feel like it's more me because my hair is so thick and so coarse, but I need to do this, I feel like, to get the ends cut off. And it's just like exciting. It's gonna be exciting when I do this other cut to be cutting off even more of the colored ends. And we're coming up to spring, we're gonna get to summer, so it'll be nice to have shorter hair for the summer. But yeah, it's definitely a different look on me. And even with it being a little bit longer now, I've enjoyed that I can like wear it up in a bun. I just love being able to easily put my hair up out of the way. So I think I'm a long hair girly mainly, but having shorter hair in some ways has been quite a bit easier. So I'm just gonna enjoy the season I'm in. That's all I have to share today. Let me know if you guys like these longer, kind of chatty, podcast-y style videos, and maybe I'll do more when I have another free moment. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for continuing to follow along with me and the changes and the kind of content I create. I love your comments, and I just appreciate you guys being here. And please just share in the comments like how you're doing, what's going on in your life. If you haven't introduced yourself and you're a newer subscriber, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'd love to know. Alrighty, you guys, talk to you later. Bye.